Hey y'all, you're back with John, and we're doing a thermostat on the 2015 BMW X1. I got the P0957 code, I think it is. It's I guess pretty common because it came up pretty quickly on the old Googler. So I wanted to take a short video here. I haven't obviously done it before, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm gonna start disconnecting some hoses to the thermostat. So I figure I'll show you some stuff. So basically, here's your thermostat right here. This is your wire. Do it to control it. This is your inlet to your turbo coming from the actual air box itself up here. So I took off that tube and the small tube. Small tube clicks in right here and clicks in right here. Something I'll warn you of that I did, which I'm going to try to figure out how to replace or repair. There's retention, see those? So across the top of this right here, right there, there's supposed to be a piece of plastic. It retains this right here like that. So I broke it. I'm going to attempt to secure it somehow to the vehicle for the short term. Also, I took a snake camera in there to confirm none of the pieces went inside that hose, because in there your turbo sits right back in there. Probably can't get a video on it, but I took my snake camera and I looked in there to make sure, and you can see turbo blades, so you'd be pretty sad if you left some pieces in there. So yeah, just be careful about that. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start removing some hoses on the actual thermostat itself. Hey y'all, I know I do a pretty terrible job of actually filming the exact thing that's going on, and I like to talk through it later, so I apologize. But I'm going to show you a couple things while this is doing its bleeding procedure. So after removing this hose, which I showed you I removed, removing this clamp was super easy, removing that clamp super easy. Removing this one, so you can't quite see it, it's a metal groove clamp, so goes in that groove right there. It's one of those clamps where you got to just use like a flat blade to space it back out. You can see the metal, it's like right there. You put the flat blade right in there and then just space it out, and that's all good. But the challenge, I could not, for the life of me, I couldn't pull it apart. It was in there pretty good. So I ended up taking 2 screwdrivers and my wife's help, I won't lie. So in here, so pretend the hose is actually hooked up to it, whatever. And you can get a screwdriver right between the plastic hose and the plastic, fitting right here, and you can leverage it on both sides. And that was the only way I got it out. So if you do that, it should be okay. So yeah, then I hooked this pipe back up, just, hose clamp there, hose clamp down there. Pretty simple. And yeah, that was that there. Oh, let me backtrack one thing. So I was able, so when I took this off, of course you're gonna, you're gonna have some coolant loss, of course. I put 2 big pans, that pan and that pan underneath it. I caught a lot of the coolant. I also took a little quart container and a Tupperware over there and put the Tupperware sitting down in the engine bay on like the main frame rail down there. And then I caught a lot of the coolant with my little quart container from right here, and it keeps on coming. So if you actually had like 2 or 3 quart containers and another person, you could probably catch the majority of it. I still think I did, but I of course soiled some of the engine bay here a little bit. But yeah, that wasn't too bad to capture it all. And of course made sure my pans are super clean because I wanted to reuse it. I didn't want to just waste it all. I do have some extra BMW coolant though. It's not mixed. Keep that in mind. Pick up some deionized water. I don't know how crucial it really is. But anyway, yeah, so I'll probably top off the system just a little bit because I did it on the old ground there. You're gonna do about that. The one thing I wanted to say as well, so then if you got the electric water pump, which I do here, and I'm sure a lot of you do, the bleeding procedure is to turn the car in accessory mode and turn the settings to max heat but low fan, and then just hold the accelerator pedal. Hold the accelerator pedal for like 10 seconds, something like that. You'll hear the water pump fire up. You'll also hear it start to spit and sputter some stuff. So take your cap off here. You should be able to see right now. See that coming out right there? So when that comes out with no bubbles in it, which mine actually looks like it's getting pretty close, the system is pretty well bled. Does it all for you. It does it like for 8 to 10 minutes, I guess, something like that. So, and then when you're done, which you can see my red thing's low, so I'm gonna have to add that. From what I've read, the red dipstick will float, and these 2 dots on it, you want it between the level of this when you're actually looking at it level. So I've gone below, which makes sense. I've lost some coolant. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to mix up some coolant, some deionized water and some coolant, top it off. And then I'm gonna start it and clear the code and see if, see if she's fixed. I hope so, because I don't really have any other thoughts. The other thing that I think, I guess, can go bad is, from what I'm gathering, is this temp sensor right here. So that seems like it wouldn't be the worst thing to take out. I will let you know if the codes go away. So it takes like, I cleared it once and it took like a 60 or 70 mile drive. So I won't know for a little bit, but maybe I'll leave in the comments whether or not it cleared it. So hopefully it all works. Anyway, well, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.